earlier in the year, the conversation around the Sixers was about, well, Tyrese Maxey's been awesome. VJ Edgecombe might be the rookie of the year. Paul George is trending up, but Joel Embiid wasn't rebounding. He wasn't moving. He wasn't defending. He looked like a shell of his former self. I even said on my New Year's Eve, resolution show, I was like, well, maybe experiment with bringing Embiid off the bench. Well, he's been absolutely sensational as of late. In 2026, this calendar year, 33.9 minutes per game, 28.2 points per game, 8.4 rebounds. He's rebounding the ball again. 4 games with 10 plus boards this month, up from only 2 in the prior 14 games. Also tacking on 4.3 assists per game. Embiid looks more like himself, and maybe it's just the optimist in me, but I still hope for the Sixers that it's like one of those nightmarish runs that ends in a happy ending for Philadelphia, where Embiid happens to stay healthy for once. Well, it only needs to happen once for this team to have a chance. But, for now, as of today, in the middle of late January, Embiid's looking more like himself. It's just cool to see after that horrible start.
Yeah, it absolutely is cool to see. I've always thought of the Sixers and the Embiid situation in a similar way, to your point about it having a happy ending, to the Dirk Nowitzki Mavericks in 2011. And by the way, Dirk was a healthy player relatively, didn't get hurt. This is not an injury conversation, but it's more about the conversation around a player. So many people were doubting Dirk Nowitzki and his ability to get it done when it matters, to be a true player that can lead a team to a championship, especially after in 2007 when he won MVP and got eliminated in the first round to that We Believe Warriors team. 2011 was him cementing himself. Like, that one run made him one of the greatest power forwards of all time. It legitimized him. I think Embiid, if he has one of those runs, he might, we could argue this depending on what player. There's obviously a James Harden championship that would be super impactful to his career. There's a couple of other guys out there as well. But I don't think there is a player in the NBA that would benefit from a championship run more than Joel Embiid. And it would be awesome to see. To your point about how he's playing better recently, I would say he's playing better offensively. I still think the defense needs to get there. In that Knicks matchup over the weekend, the Knicks went super small, and in part that was because they wanted to drag Embiid out of the paint, force him to pick up and kind of cover more ground on the defensive side of the ball, chasing around an OG Anunoby, chasing around a Josh Hart, chasing around a Deuce McBride. And I can see how that can get him in trouble on the defensive end because he's still a little slow-footed on that side. But I agree with you that the offense is there. He's shooting the ball very well. I think he's worked very, very well off of Maxey. He's still a very great screener. And so the combination between Maxey running around on these dribble handoffs and pitch actions and Embiid being the screener, it just creates so many good opportunities for the Sixers offense. And to your point about a magical run, maybe this is the year, because we've just talked about how the East is wide open. The Knicks aren't looking like the dominant contenders that they are. The Pistons are still in prove-it mode. Maybe this is the magical run year that the Sixers can have.
I hope so. I think it would just be cool to see them at least get past the second round, at least make a deep run, and see what can happen. I would just love to see Embiid stay healthy for the opportunity to make a run. And so fingers crossed for Philadelphia fans, especially given the way the Eagles season ended. Granted, they're coming off a Super Bowl. You can survive for a little while, but for the Sixers, it's been a lot of misery.